What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be ranking the best point guards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So, it's only going to be primary point guards. If I've accidentally put one or two primary shooting guards in here, I do apologize. There is definitely a chance that I've done that, but we are going to be ranking these guys from S tier to worthless tier, lads. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to get... Well, we're trying to hit 285,000 subscribers by the end of this month. We're trying to hit 300,000 subscribers by NBA 2K23. And yeah, so pretty much that is that. So, Allen Iverson is first. And at this stage of the game, Allen Iverson's going D tier. Look, he's not good. I've used him in Team Heart. And just like the Denver Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets, I'm probably trading Iverson for Chauncey Billups on that team for the next episode tomorrow. I'm full on going Denver Nuggets on it. We lost the last game and I put a lot of blame on Allen Iverson, how bad this card is. I think he's going to get swapped out for Chauncey. But like, Iverson is 6 foot tall in game. He can't, I get it, he's got half mismatch expert. I just can't get a shot off with him. I don't know why. His release feels slow. Everything feels bad about this card. He doesn't play defense. Was he alright for his time? Yeah. Is he good now? No. And there are going to be guys that are 6 foot tall that are going to be higher tiers than Allen Iverson. There are. He's just, something about his player build makes him look 5'7". Arvydas Sabonis. Now this is the trickiest of all the positions. I'll put him in A tier. This is one of the trickiest ones. Because he is the cheesiest point guard in the game. He really is. But I can't put him in S. And I also, for some people, he's going to be worthless. I'm going to have to put him in A. Because depending on who you are, he could be S tier, he could be worthless tier. But he is super, super cheesy. If you are playing, I'm telling you, if you're playing in low bracket SPMM, like if you're not the greatest player in the world and you're just starting out the game, it is a cheat code. When you're coming up against those like small point guards, literally just shooting the ball. Just shoot over people. He's almost like Luka in terms of that. But instead of Luka, who can just shoot over everybody, Arvydas Sabonis can only shoot over smaller players. Still, he shoots over everyone. C tier for Brandon Davis. He's a really solid perimeter defender. Base dribble style is not bad at all. It's not good. It's just there is a certain burst you can do a base while you're running in transition. It's really good. Like if you're going left, you can cross over in transition to your right super faster with base dribble style than any other dribble style. There's just one move you can make, like the left-right cross with base, that's better than any other dribble style. But other than that, base dribble style is terrible. If you're looking to do the natural quick shot / shifty burst, base is the worst for that. So I like his release. He's got Dame release. He doesn't come with range or chef. I gave mine with chef. He's a good shooter. And do I regret spending 750 tokens on him? Maybe because I might go and just get Thurl, or I might just wait and get the other. I'm probably going to get whoever the pink time or whoever the dark matter is for next season. I'm probably just going to get whoever it is. So not really, because he's as good as Marcus Gasol, but he's not great. I'm putting Simmons a C tier. I don't think Simmons is good. Like Bonga would be in B tier or A tier. I think Simmons is way worse than Bonga. Bonga is not on this list. I completely forgot him because, again, I went to Diamond. I was like, oh, there's no Amethyst point guards. I completely forgot Bonga existed. And then went to, obviously, Ruby for Sabonis because I knew I wanted to make sure I had Sabonis. But, no, Simmons is going to go B tier. Simmons is that good on defense. He's going to go B tier. He's not a good offensive player, but he's a really, really good defender. I think Simmons on the defensive end is fantastic. Now, Bill Sharman. He's better than Iverson. Is Iverson worthless though? I think Iverson might be down and worthless. I think I might have to go like this, because Gilbert's the worst player here. Gilbert's the worst player, and it's not even close. Forget Allen Iverson. Forget Iverson. Gilbert is by far worse. Yeah, Gilbert is one of the worst players I've used in this game, period. I hate Gilbert Arenas so much. Mainly because I just hate base 11. I think base 11 is one of the worst releases in all of my team. So the fact that they kept Gilbert with base 11 is just bad. I think we do get a good Gilbert card soon. I don't think it's crazy to say that we get a good Gilbert Arenas card, but I think it's highly, highly unlikely that we get a... I think it's highly unlikely that Gilbert is great, because I think by the time they give him a good release, 6 3-point cards are going to be a little bit outdated. But let's go with Surra. Putting Surra in C tier as well. Surra for his time, man. Surra was him. Like, he had base 38. I know it was on normal timing, but he had like shifty dribble style. He was 6'5". He could dunk on people. He could hit the jump shot. Like, Surra really was him 2 months ago, or 2.5 months ago. Like, he came out, was it like the 22nd of January, I think? I think he came out on the 22nd of January. Because he came out the day before Leeds played Newcastle. Because when those Beast Packs came out, I remember going to recording 2 days worth of videos and then not sleeping before going over to the Leeds game. But yeah, Bob Surra. Bob Surra, C tier. Definitely C tier. He had his time though. He really did have his time. Brandon Jennings. I'm putting Brandon Jennings in C tier. I don't care. Brandon Jennings is better than Bill Sharman. That Trey Young base on very quick is so chick. It's so chick. Like, Brandon Jennings' movement and stuff, he's better than Sharman. Sharman can't dunk at all. Brandon Jennings can kind of dunk. You know what? Screw it. I'm putting Iverson in D tier. And the reason why I'm putting Iverson in D tier is that I'm going to put into worthless tier. Where's Gus? Where's Gus Williams? I think Kyle Lowry and Gus Williams are both worse than Iverson. No, not this Peyton. I think Gus Williams and Kyle Lowry are both worse than Iverson. I think Gus is so bad. I think Gus is so... I think Iverson... Like, Iverson you can at least kind of score with. Like, you guys can... You can at least score with Iverson. You can't even score with Gus Williams or Kyle Lowry. They're both the same height. They're both... Like, they're both small. They're both kind of fast. They don't even have Iverson's dribble style. And yeah. I don't think he's the greatest card in the world. Iverson, but he's better than these guys. Now we finally got our maybe S tier player in Cade Cunningham. I think that right now he belongs in S. Cade's really him. Especially if you have that badged up Cade, but like, there's a debate to be had. There really is a debate to be had when it comes to Cade right now. I think Cade just scrapes S tier. I think he does. But like, even still, Cade's insanely good. He's insanely good. And I think if you're one of those people with like a 30 half badge Cade's still him. He's such good length. He's got a good release. He can dribble. Cade is so good. Chauncey, it depends on Gen. Chauncey's one of these two tiers. I'm going to put Chauncey in A tier. He's so good on current gen that I'll put him in A. On next gen, I'd go B. On current gen, I'd go A. Yeah. Chauncey on next gen is the best small point guard in the game because his defense is really good. For me, he's like a way upgraded version of a Sidney Moncrief, who I prefer over like a Peyton. Like, he's really, really nice. He's really, really nice. So, CP3. CP3 is going to go C tier as well. CP3 is really solid. His jumper is alright. His defense is really good. Except for the fact that, again, he does get kind of mashed. But because it's high interior, he does occasionally get good animations that will stop the occasional mash. So he's not going to lose as much as a lot of the other small point guards lose in my team. But CP3 is just really, really good. Then we got Dame. Now, I don't like Dame that much in this game. Like, Dame is between C and D. I'm with Dame in D tier. I think Dame's kind of similar to Iverson in that his player model is just small. Dame lost the good behind the back. His dribbling's good, his shooting's good. Screw enough. I've got Baron Davis in C tier. Dame's going to go C tier. But, like, he's a pure offensive player. Garland. Now, I think Garland is worse than Brandon Jennings. That's just my opinion. He's also worse Dame. Like, he's like 6'1" Dame. I know Nike Fiend makes Garland look like a demon, but Garland's very similar to like Sharman. Maybe you could bring... I might bring all of these down, if I'm being honest. Might bring him. I could do that. I can do that to my tiers. But no. Chris Paul. That might look better. I think that looks better. That looks better. I love Brandon Jennings. Like, most people would have this, or maybe this. I prefer... Nah, let's go like this. Garland with that fade and his movement. Garland can straight up cook. He can't play defense, but he can cook. De'Aaron. Now, I rate De'Aaron. I rate De'Aaron, but I think C tier is probably correct for De'Aaron Fox. He's a little bit undersized. His jump shot's kind of slow. His movement's good, though. So De'Aaron's going to go C. Now, the thing with DeJounte is that DeJounte, if you're playing against somebody who can abuse your lack of interior, DeJounte's B tier. Or DeJounte's C tier. But if you're not, which is most people, DeJounte's B tier. If you are in the top bracket of SPMM, as in if you are playing literal demigods every game, don't ever use DeJounte. But then again, don't ever use Simmons or don't ever use any of these cards here. I'm putting DeJounte in B tier. I think DeJounte's tall. He's got a really good player build. He's a really good perimeter defender. He can shoot when he's open. He can handle the ball. He dunks well. The only issue is he's got low interior, but he's big enough and has a decent enough block rating that he's okay. Another player who gets kind of hit with the interior is John Wall, but John Wall gets stupid chase down animations and stupid block animations. It's like stupidly good that like I've never seen anyone abuse John Wall in the post. DeMar DeRozan, he's A and the best player in A tier. The most underrated card. Is he underpriced? No. But in terms of like people's perception of DeMar DeRozan, the most underrated card in all of my team. I'm telling you, the most underrated card in all of my team. Like, there are people that talk about this card like he's a scrub. Ty Debo. He's fine. He's got like 60-something interior, but he's still 6'7" at the 1. Can still handle the ball. Still shoots the ball well. Yeah, you got to give him half range. You got to give him range. Sure. Is he a perfect card? No. He's not. He's not perfect, and he's far from it. But he is so good. Like, he is easily in the conversation with Cade. He's not as good as Cade, but at least it's conversation. Darren Williams, D. Darren Williams, and he's got base dribble style. Darren Williams and Baron Davis are so similar to each other. I got one in D, both of them are in D. Rose. Now, Rose is going top of B. He doesn't play the greatest defense. His release is pretty good. He's still got... If the left-right was still in the game, Rose would be higher. He can still move a little bit. It's just, again, the left-righting isn't as effective. I know there are some people that can cook with Rose, but... No, I think B tier is the right spot for him. And we got Earl Monroe. Earl Monroe is... What am I doing? He's one of these tiers. I'm going to go C tier for Earl Monroe. Earl Monroe is really pretty good. His jumper's alright. His movement's good. Like, this is, again, one of those cards that most people just haven't used. But for me, he's actually a pretty nice card. I don't think there are really any major flaws in terms of, like, in-game with Earl Monroe. Gary Payton's. So this Payton's going A, and this Payton's going... I'm be tempted... Like, the reason why I'm showing this Payton instead of Pink Diamond is the Diamond, the Pink Diamond Payton are the exact same card. Pink Diamond Payton's still C tier. And again, because you can buy Diamond Payton. If you have Pink Diamond Payton, you're wondering where Pink Diamond Payton is, literally C tier. This Payton's better. Again, neither of them come with range. Both of them are a little bit lacking. This Payton is the worst player so far in A tier. This Payton is not as good as Chauncey Billups. Just putting it out there, but he's a lot better than DeJounte. Really good. Really good card. Both of them have Scotty behind the back. Decent dunk. This Payton is obviously a way better shooter and way better badge-wise than the other one. Ja. I'm going to put Ja in B tier. So Ja and Rose are very similar cards. Ja can shoot from deep. Ja moves. The issue is like, I think Ja on current... If we're talking again on next gen, I think both of these guys are better than Chauncey. Just on current gen, 98 such a good release that I'm putting Chauncey in A tier. If you are a next gen player and you are wondering why Chauncey's a tier ahead of Derrick Rose and Ja Morant, that is why. I probably am gonna just finish the moments of the month for Ja. There's no guarantee of it. I probably will do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Jalen Rose. A. Definitely A tier. Jalen Rose is so good. He's still so good. He's just a little bit lacking stats-wise, but he's a 6'8" point guard who can move. So, I mean, you're not really getting much better than that. Jeremy Lin. Get into B tier. Jeremy Lin's good. Jeremy Lin's like a way upgraded version of this Peyton. Lin's not as good as Rose. He's not as good as Ja, but I mean, he's in the combo. He really is in the combo. I'm doing this. I'm moving Ja up one. I'm moving Ja up one. And also, if you guys prefer Rose to Ja, that's perfectly fine. I just don't. Jerry West, I'm going to put in C tier. His release is a little bit iffy, but he's a really solid player. My controversial selection is up now. John Wall, A tier. But the interior, so what? John Wall is a sniper. John Wall moves. John Wall can dunk. John Wall can guard anyone on the perimeter. John Wall has some ridiculous defensive animations both on the perimeter and interior. I don't care about what his 2K DB page looks like. I care about how these cards feel when I use them in game. And John Wall, no question about it, is A tier. He's not S, and he's not even, for me, like honestly, when I call him top 5, I was like, oh, mate, that was probably a bit gassing it. He is a top 15 point guard in my team right now. He really is. He's again, like 3 point guards have come out since saying that. 3 or 4 point guards have come out since saying he was top 5 that are no question better. He's top 15. LaMelo. Now LaMelo's fine though. I'm moving Peyton back down. Screw it. I'm moving Peyton back down. LaMelo Ball he is a cone point guard. No other way to describe him. He's a cone point guard. With Lonzo Ball also going into A tier. Lonzo is the best player in A tier, by the way. Lonzo is better than DeMar. LaMelo will play defense and hit shots, whereas Lonzo will do the same thing. So Lonzo can move. Lonzo can dribble. Lonzo can shoot the ball well. Lonzo can dunk. Again, LaMelo with slasher. Of all people that have slasher dribble style, LaMelo Ball is a weird one. But I can't wait till LaMelo gets his better card. LaMelo, if they make LaMelo a 6, even being 6'7", if they make him 6'8" though, with the way his player build is and the way his type of player build moves, he could be elite. He's really good, and his release is really good as well. Luka Doncic, S. S for Luka Doncic. This guy is the best. He's the best. Him on next gen is so much better than every other card. Like, you don't even have to add any badges. Sure, you can have like a 57 half badge Doncic. Give me the base. Not even power within. Give me the base 22 half badge Doncic, and I'll drop 20 on almost anybody. Like, yeah, I might lose. Doncic still dropping 20 in your head. Unguardable. Unguardable. Magic Johnson. A. So Magic is one of the few players that has like a case for being S tier. He really does have a case for being S tier because defensively he is the most versatile player. You got Magic in your team because of his strength, because of his player build, because of how he plays defense. He can allow you to play the switch everything better than anybody. He will allow you to X switch every single thing better than any other point guard in the game. The only issue is that Magic on offense, you can't run through him because he can't run. I don't know what it is with 2K. He literally has not been able to run for 2 years in my team. Like, he ran my team. Not that he could run. He literally ran NBA 2K20 my team with his behind the back deep hash. He ran the damn game. And then 2K21 came along and he was no longer able to run. And you guys think I'm joking? I'm not. He literally forgot how to run in 2K21. And then they fixed it by like his invincible card that his invincible could run. But then 2K22 comes out and he can't run again. He runs better than last year, but he still runs super slow. You give Magic 99 speed and he will be slower than Arvydas Sabonis. His defense is really good though. His defense is really, really good. His defense on center is a second only to the actual center, Arvydas Sabonis, at the point guard position. And yeah, Magic Johnson, Really good at that. If that's the way you want to play, and you're cool with running like through your 2 guard, Magic's fine. Other than that, I think A tier is fine. Manu. S. Manu's going in S tier. Manu is so good. Lads, on current gen, Manu, again, is in that conversation for the second best point guard in the game. Is he in that combo on next gen? No, because of, obviously, Luka and Jordan. But Manu Ginobili's movement is so good. I don't care that he's shifty instead of quick dribble style. I don't care that he gets to harden behind the back. If you've ever ran with... Or, sorry, I don't care if he gets to, like... If he doesn't... Oh, yeah, he gets Scotty behind the back. I forgot about that. But I still don't care if he gets shifty instead of quick. Just the way Manu feels, the way Manu moves. Manu's fade away. X and base on quick. Such a green release. His playmaking badges are so high that he just moves more fluidly than anybody else. His stats and badges, he should be good, but not spectacular. There's no reason why he should be that much better than DeRozan, but he is. He's so much better than someone like a DeRozan. Manu Ginobili. For me, the 5 guys in S tier are significant. Are the top 5. I don't know why I was half being like, oh, is Cade S tier or not? No. I'm looking down at the rest of my list. There are 5 players on this list that are so far ahead of everybody else. It's not even funny. Next is S tier again. Michael Jordan. It's literally 3 in a row in alphabetical order. Our last 3 S tier. Michael Jordan with Luka Doncic. Michael Jordan's all around the best player in my team. Like, he's all around probably the best player in all of my team. Because his movement is elite. He went and got tray escape. He's got quick dribble style. His release is really, really good. He's got the good behind the back. He dunks well. He has his own defensive stance. He's got like 92 interior, so he can switch on to bigs really well. He plays lanes well. He shoots well. He defends well. There's nothing that Michael Jordan does not do well. So MJ, S tier. Next up in alphabetical order, also in S tier, Oscar Robertson. Like, 3 of these cards have come out in the last 2 weeks. Manu Ginobili and Oscar Robertson. They are, like, Oscar Robertson's the most slept on card. Oscar Robertson, like, the best point guard on current gen is Jordan. And then between Cade, Manu, and Oscar Robertson, 3 of them are duking it out on current gen for number 2. 3 of them are duking it out for number 2. On next gen, Luka 1, Jordan 2, and these 3 guys, again, fighting it out for number 3. Personally, I would go, from using them all, I flip-flop a bit. I would go Luka 1 on next... As someone who nearly only plays next gen, I would go Luka 1 on next gen, Jordan 2. Right now, Oscar 3, Manu 4. Yesterday, after even using both of them, it was Manu 3, Oscar 4. Those 2 guys are so similar with Cade at 5. Like, I'd have Cade as the 5th best point guard on next gen. That is how good these 2 guys are. Like, anyone who has not used these cards, do not sleep on them. Their animations, their jump shot, the way they move, the way they shoot, so damn good. S tier. This Oscar Robertson, D tier. He's 6'5" and can kind of guard people. He's a lot better than these guys in worthless tier. That's all I'm going to say. Penny Hardaway, at this stage in the game, Penny Hardaway is going to go into C tier. If you have his duo with, he's definitely going to go into B tier. He would definitely go into B tier with that duo. But without the duo, he's going to go into C tier. I'm going to move LaMelo down to B tier because I want one more guy. I want a few more guys in B tier because I'm moving Pistol Pete Maravich to A tier. He has one flaw, and it's that his release on normal timing. But it's Ray Allen based, so it doesn't really matter. Like, he has one flaw. I don't understand where the whole Pistol Pete Maravich sucks came from. He's so damn good. I don't get it. Was he as good? Because maybe he was just disappointing. Like, people expect him to be better than he was. But, like, let's look at Pistol Pete Maravich's stats here. Let's look at them here. 19 huffs, 37 goals. And this is, we can't forget, this is a 10,000 MT card. 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 97 3 ball. 92 steal, 95 lateral. Good interior and block for a point guard. 80 driving dunk. He's also got half range, half mismatch, half sniper, half circus threes, half chef. All these half playmaking badges and some goal defensive badges. As well as that, animations, shifty, Trae Young behind the back, which I really like. Trae Young and Harden, I find them to be super effective if you know how to use them. And then again, no crazy dunks, so he barely ever gets blocked with the normal leaner. His only issue is that he gets Ray Allen on normal timing. And it's Ray freaking Allen based. That's fine on normal timing. It's not the greatest release, but in my opinion, Ray Allen on normal timing is better than Lonzo on quick. It's better than Magic on quick. It's better than whatever the hell Jalen Rose has. Pistol Pete Maravich is one of the best players in A tier. I don't care what Mr. Debo says. Pistol Pete Maravich is pure, without question. Pete Maravich is as good as Chauncey Billups. Like, Chauncey right now has replaced Pistol Pete Maravich. Realistically, Pete Maravich is going to come back in as my backup point guard. There's a reason why I bought, as much as I love Ginobili and Oscar Robertson, I sold them because I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just pay them $8K for Pistol Pete Maravich and save my 30K MT for my squad. Pistol Pete Maravich, the most slept on card in all of my team. Like, he was a locker code. He was a freaking locker code for 10,000 MT and he's still the most slept on card in all of my team. Pistol Pete Maravich, no brainer, is an A tier. No brainer A tier. Rafer Alston, like 6'2" Iverson, D tier. Russell Westbrook. This Westbrook I'm putting into D tier. And this Westbrook I'm putting into C tier. Westbrook has one redeeming quality. It's that he has all his 3 tendencies at 0, so teams leave him just wide open. He just gets left. If you've ever seen what happens when you play against Westbrook and you don't use set defensive settings, your players turn around and just run away from him. Westbrook will be left widely open the whole game. And that's the only like positive thing in Westbrook is that he's left wide open. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, worst LaMelo Ball, B tier. B tier. He's still a 6'6" point guard who can really play defense though. Dinwiddie, he's a 6'6" point. Like if Dinwiddie had a faster release, he'd be higher in B tier, or he'd be at least higher in B tier. Dinwiddie's one of the worst players. Man, B tier has such a variant. The gap between Dinwiddie and then like Derek, you know what? Like each of these have their positives and their negatives. Like Dinwiddie's a lot taller, shoots the ball a lot better than Simmons. Yeah, I'll go all these same tier. Peyton maybe is a tier too low. I think Peyton might be. I might be kind of under shooting Peyton. Steph Curry's C and B. If you know what you're like, Steph Curry. If you know what you're doing with Steph, screw it. Both of these Stephs are the same tier. There's not. You might say, oh, this one's way better in defense. No, neither Steph can play defense. I don't care what stats and badges they give to Steph Curry. They could give Steph Curry 80 Hall of Fame badges and 99 every single stat, and Steph Curry still will not play any defense. There's just something about that player build. The ball just goes through his hands. He can Curry slide. He can score. In the right hands, Stephen Curry is an A-tier player, but most people that use Steph Curry just chuck bad shots with him and are really bad. And I never fear Steph Curry when I see him. Parker. Oh, how did you escape worthless here? You're so bad. Walt. I'm going to go B tier for both Walt and Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese, it's just his release. His release is the problem. Like Tyrese Halliburton has got a good player build. He moves really, really well. Like if we're looking at Halliburton, Halliburton's got shifty dribble style, decent behind the back. He's 6'5". The problem is he's got Aaron Gordon and normal timing and not the greatest defensive badges. So he's going to go into low B tier. He's not even as good as DeJounte. And then Walt. Walt is one of the more surprisingly decent guys. Walt, we all know about how great his defensive animations are. He's got like 84 interior, 59 block, and 95 plus in every other defensive stat. Perfect defensive tendencies, and he's got base 36 on quick, which is still a slow release, but it's quick enough that I'm putting him in B tier. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. I don't think are there any guys that I've misrated. I'm gonna move Halliburton down, with De'Aaron up instead. I think De'Aaron Fox is better than Tyrese Halliburton. No, I don't. I'm going to keep it as is. I'm going to move Gary Payton up one tier. And I think you could argue Derrick Rose up into A. I'm going to keep Derrick Rose at B, but if you want to argue Derrick Rose in A, I'm cool with it. But yeah, this is my list. This is my list. If I've forgotten anybody, please, if someone asks where is X player and I've forgotten them, please just say I put them in F tier if they haven't watched the video. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. This is for me anyway, a no debate top 5. A no debate for this top 5. Absolutely no debate. And for me, number 6 is probably Pete. 7, DeRozan. Actually, you know what? The only player I think you can debate in the top 5 is Magic Johnson. Or Arvydas Sabonis, depending on your playstyle. For me, it would be 6 Pete, 7 DeMar. Or no, 7 Lonzo, 8 DeMar, 9 Magic, 10 Jalen Rose. That would be like my top 10. these 5, and then these 5 is my next 10. Next 5. So anyway, yeah. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.